Hello, YouTube friends. I'm going to try to make this quick. This is two other pieces that I have found, about 25 years ago at a flea market. And the dog's making the chair squeak. And anyway, neither one of them were dollhouse furniture. The secretary desk is actually an FM radio. It's missing its front drop desk part, which I plan to replace. And the top drawer opens. The books don't open, but they look very nice in there, so they don't need to open. And the front's got like a serpentine shape, curve to it. And this, sorry, now I'm making the chair squeak. This right here, if you see, it has kind of a burled look to the wood, and it has an old-fashioned kind of a shape. And I think it looks kind of marbly, but I think it's supposed to be like burled wood. And let me see if I can get my drawer open. Okay, the drawer's open. Gonna drop a penny in it. Gonna shut the drawer. Gonna open the drawer again. And there is no penny. The penny fell out the back because it doesn't have a back on it. This is a bank. And I suppose somebody took the back off of it to get all the cash they had stored up in there. And but I just absolutely love this. And I do plan to put a back on it. I've got real thin wood that I can do and then stain it to kind of match and all. But I'll put it on it with a screw where it'll come out without ruining it. But anyway, I just love showing this to little kids because they just can't figure out where that went. At any rate, both of those things were picked up at a yard sale. They, the bank goes into Barbie's room, and either a flower pot or a television or something like that sits on it. The desk goes into the living room, and it fits very nicely. And the desk looks just a touch short for Barbie. I don't know where my Barbie ran. Here she is. It's a little short for her. But then she's a pretty tall girl, and she wears those high boots and those kind of things too. So we and normally she's only walking past it, and so whatever. But anyway, frankly, I could care less if a Barbie ever came in the house or not, because when I do miniature rooms, I generally do them with no people in there. I make it look like they just walked out. Because the people, but anyway, this was a toy, so yeah, Barbie gets in there. Anyway, here's what I want to tell you. I'm wanting subscribers. I have 18, and I thank you all for doing that. When I get 100, I'm going to put a video up announcing 100 subscriber contest. Now, of course, at 100 subscribers, and I don't work or anything, so I'm sort of on a fixed income, I'm not going to be able to afford to go out and buy a big bunch of stuff. But I will go out and I will buy a 4-room dollhouse kit. And it'll be from a good company, maybe not the best company. I haven't ever bought myself one from the best company. But at any rate, this particular company I have done several times, and I will send the kit to the winner. In order for me to get the names of the people who are subscribed, the only way I know of is at the time that I put that video out, I will need people to like my video, to be subscribed, and to comment on the video. And when they comment on the video, then that will give me a list of names to put into the drawing generator where it will punch out a number that will be the winner. And I will send it to a winner that lives somewhere in the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii. Now, I know they'll cost a little more to go that way, but, I mean, you know, they in the U.S., even if they are far off, and some of them awful cold and some of them awful hot. But anyway, so watch the subscription list, and when we get up to 100, watch for the video, and we will have that dollhouse to show you, and it'll be in a box. It'll be the kit. It will not be put together. That would be a whole different game. My problem is if I put them together, I one of two things. I either want a lot of money for my work or I don't want to part with it. So either way, that wouldn't work on this. But anyway, I'd be glad to give away a nice little kit to someone that as we get to 100 subscribers. So I hope you keep that in mind. I hope you'll share me. A lot of people have shared me on Facebook, and I think the people are going and looking at my videos, but they're not thinking to subscribe. And I know a lot of people don't want to subscribe to everything coming and going, but the bottom line is you'll never know I'm there unless I put a video up, and you don't have to go look at it if you don't want to. So it would just help me out a lot. Yeah, I'm begging, folks. I'm just plain begging. My mom and daddy taught me not to beg. But anyway, I guess I don't know. I'm just trying to make this a success, and I'm trying to share some things with people that they may not know exists, and I'll tell you how. I'll do this real quick. I'll tell you how I got started in this. In 1973, in February, I had been smoking for 4.5 years. I started smoking in August of 69, and I think that works out 4.5 years. September, 69, 70, 71, 72, yeah, about 4.5 years, more or less, whatever, okay? And anyway, and I was actually living in Arizona at the time. So the problem is, even in Arizona, I was having a lot of breathing problems. We had a couple of small dogs, and my husband and I would go out. He'd take one, I'd take one, and we'd go do the round around the block. And I was having such problems with my breathing that I could not walk. Just a mosey kind of walk, moseying along. I could not walk and have a conversation. And then I would get bronchitis, and I would be so very sick, and so very sick. And finally one day, I just crumbled up a pack of cigarettes, and I said, I'm sick of being sick. And to encourage myself never to spend another dime on another cigarette, which at that time we were in service so I could get my cigarettes on base, so they were probably about $3 a carton for a 10-pack carton. So anyway, but I decided I was not going to smoke anymore. I did not smoke anymore, but I decided to treat myself because around not too long before that time's when I had discovered the doll furniture world. And I decided that instead of buying cigarettes, I would spend my cigarette money on stuff to make doll furniture. And that's how I got into this. And I will soon be 69 years old. I was 20... I was 26 at the time. No, I was 25 and a half at the time. And all these years, I've never wanted a cigarette. And I thank God for that. But that's where the dollhouse stuff come from in my life. That's how I got to it. But anyway, don't forget the contest. I'm going to try to devise a please subscribe end to all these videos that I've got up and see if I can figure out how to get it on there and all that. But Lord bless you. Hope you're not getting washed away. Hope the people down in Columbia who have got water up to the middle of their windows have good insurance and that they're all getting out without problems. Lord bless you. Take care. And hunt me some subscribers, please. Bye-bye.